Shorty wanna hang with them boys from the Black Report. Sit back and listen, cause it's time for the Black Report.
What's poppin'? What's brackin'? What's happening?
What up, little brothers?
What's
you know what it
going
is,
on?
man. Episode 15, season 3. And it's almost coming to a close,
Man, it's coming to a close.
It's been a
We
wonderful
coming
season.
up on a year
More than that.
or two
Yeah,
years. my
almost
fault.
2 years.
2
now.
years.
Yeah, man. It's been a hell of a ride, but we enjoy every second of it. And of course, to enjoy it today, we have our guest to my right, Miss Tanasia. She told me I can't call her nickname, so
Yeah,
once
don't
this-
even mention it.
once the wine getting me a
Nah,
little
you
more,
already mentioned
you
it.
ain't gonna believe how I slide it in there. But yeah, we're grateful to have you with us. It's gonna be a great one.
I'm
Thank-
grateful to be here.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, of course. Yeah, but before we tap into what she does, it's time for them current events, man, to kick off the episode. Tone, what's been popping in the world, man?
Man, everything been popping, man. It's been on popping, crack-a-lacking. Mike Tyson in the air tripping.
Oh, God. Not my...
Iron Mike in the air tripping, man. Mike Tyson, we all know who Iron Mike is. He bite ears off. He get fat and then he get fucking swole as shit and then go fight Roy Jones Jr.
Whooped his head.
Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson is a great podcast
It
as
is.
well too.
Yep.
Y'all should check that out. But Mike was being, what do they say? Don't poke the bear.
Yeah, and
That's
he's
the
a
literal-
the crazy part is he's a pretty calm person for the most part. So.
Yeah, he was off shrooms on the flight, bro. He was trying to give the dude, was fucking with him. The dude was some white dude who was obviously drunk. And he was fucking with Mike Tyson. I don't know what he was saying or nothing like that. But Mike was trying to get him to chill out. He keep poking him. Mike was like, man, here, take some of these shrooms, man, and just like chill. But bro took the shrooms, but it was still on that. So then, a bull gonna snap when you push him too far. Right. And Mike definitely got the snap, and he took him, and he shook him.
Got the punching on that boy.
And I shook him. Yeah, he got the punching him in his face and shit. And dude really got lucky. He was leaked out, but it could have been way worse because we all been on airplanes and you can't move
Ain't a lot of
nowhere.
air.
Ain't no leverage. So Mike couldn't really hit
And
him.
it's Mike Tyson, for
Yeah.
one. You getting beat
Right.
up by Mike Tyson.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like a hell challenge when you
Oh
get to
my
hell. They let you fight Mike Tyson by yourself.
I gotta find the screen grab because we gonna put
Yeah,
that
I know where
goofy
he at.
motherfucker right there because he was looking like after he got his ass with bleed and leaking from his forehead, got the puppy dog face. Like, nigga, you did that to yourself.
Wow.
Why would you ever do that?
No, that's a stupid
That's
move.
your first
Stupid.
instinct?
Very.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
Back to some serious shit. I had
Change
to
the mood,
had to change the mood. The Grand Rapids Police Department has released the name of the officer that killed Patrick Loyola. Yeah, I get tongue tied.
She had
Good names.
I get tongue tied. Go ahead, talk about that.
Yeah, man. Well, the funny part is when you have this generation that we live in, we pretty much gonna research the shit ourselves.
We was on it.
So people already knew the name of the officer before GRPD released it. Christopher Scher, I believe is his
Chris
name.
Scher.
Chris Scher. He is the officer who killed
Byron Center, Michigan,
Yep.
Siena Heights
Graduate.
University track team.
He was the officer who had a fatal interaction with Patrick Loyola. She pronounced it better than I do, but
Loyola.
yep. She a journalist. She do that. But yeah, he was the officer who did that. And in other news, I found it crazy that he already has a GoFundMe set up that has raised over $20,000 in support of his legal fees.
What, a $10,000 goal?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So there's already a lot of people that I find it crazy that
That's the Blue Lives Matter
They
folks, man.
rally behind
deep,
theirs,
man.
right or wrong.
They
So,
deep as fuck.
I remember
That's
Shawn
my
had the
brother.
same.
Even when you wrong, you right.
They really gangbang.
They really-
They really.
I'm right with my brother. He right or he wrong.
Man, right.
So I mean, it's one thing that they have that unity, but it's crazy, like you said, whether it's the right thing to do or not, they sticking beside him. So yeah, he's
the word of the day is ethical.
shit.
Just
They ain't embracing no ethics.
no,
anymore.
not at all.
Nah.
No, but yeah, his name has been released to the public. Like I said, a lot of people already were aware of who he was by their own detective work. So it's gonna be a long, in my opinion, it's gonna be a long journey to figure out what's going to happen next. There's still a lot of tension in the air, and I believe it was also a city council meeting where they were trying to figure out if the prosecutor on the case should remain the prosecutor because of his history and ties to GRPD. He tends to side with GRPD and you're a prosecutor. So I don't really know how that works.
Well, that's they. Who do you mean? They work hand in hand. The
Right,
prosecutors and the police.
True, but in terms of if you're prosecuting the police and you tend to
I
side,
see what you're
you
saying
tend to
now,
side
right,
with them,
right,
doesn't really sound like a lot of justice is going to be served. So there's been a lot of debate of if he should remain the prosecutor, and he said he has no ethical ties to Chris Sherman, doesn't know him formally, so he doesn't know why he shouldn't be on the case. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But
It will be, but R.I.P. Patrick, man.
Yeah,
we
most
hope we get
importantly.
justice, my boy.
for sure.
Oh,
for
yeah,
real.
because it's gonna get hectic up here. Y'all thought that shit was crazy when it happened.
Yeah.
If he get off, if he don't get nothing, he gonna get something. Though.
He can't get off.
He can't
That's
get off.
nuts.
He
Like,
can't get off. But we say he can't, but it's definitely a possibility that he.
But
will.
it's genuinely people who think that he did nothing wrong.
for
Like,
sure.
I was at
crazy.
the bar and this dude, this black guy, he's an attorney, and he was just like, yeah, the cop did nothing wrong. Like he was like, Patrick Loyola violated the law. Like, you know, he got what was coming from. A black dude said this, so it's genuinely
The
people out
end
there
of that
who think
statement,
The word of the
he
day.
got what was coming for him.
exactly.
That's,
They think if you don't comply, like
you supposed
you
to
better
die.
off dead.
Like
yeah.
what in the world? What
It's
is,
nuts.
how is that in any sense justice?
Exactly.
That's not
Crazy.
that following. I just don't. You know.
They desensitize us. That's
You're
how
right.
people think nowadays.
Absolutely. I also
Can't be the Coons is just crazy. I had to get that. I had to call.
I
Yeah,
called
real
him that.
quick.
I
had
called
to
him exactly
Coon.
that. And
To
he
his
was mad.
face?
Yeah, absolutely. I was
He
pissed.
ain't like that one.
I was so
he
mad.
didn't like that
The truth
shit.
hurts, my
You're a
boy. He
fucking
He did not like
coon.
that one. But
my brother in Christ, you are cool. But yeah, I actually it's funny you mentioned that because I seen one of the officers who retired the year that Chris Sherman was brought onto the force. He said it was kind of like when he brought him on, it was like a passing baton type of thing. And he said, I've watched the video several times and I don't know what he didn't do by the book. And that's crazy to me.
What?
That's crazy
nuts.
to me because there's been force experts who've been on the national media saying in no way, shape, or form should you pursue anyone for a traffic stop on foot. Like if somebody leaves on foot for a traffic stop, there's no reason you should do that.
Like we said in the last episode, dude, the passenger didn't even run.
So
Exactly.
we're going to catch you.
Exactly.
There's nowhere you're going to go. So to hear that statement is like we said in the beginning of this topic or this event, they gonna ride right or wrong. So
But the fact that he can say he didn't do anything by the book means that's like the law.
That's what they're taught to
That's what
do.
they're taught to do.
That's
That's
crazy.
nuts.
regardless of what we know, that's what their reality is. So
Exactly.
That's crazy.
We gonna dart over to New Jersey. The T people back in the news. We'd have been on them a few episodes, but they y'all getting y'all publicity, I guess, that y'all want.
What they do now?
It's a transgender prisoner, Demetrius Minor, has admitted that she got 2 women inmates pregnant in a New Jersey prison.
That's a lot to unpack.
So now transgenders.
lot.
So if you identify as a woman, so I guess New Jersey allows men who identify as women to be imprisoned in women's prisons with a dick.
My head hurt because.
That just don't make sense.
So is that specific just to New Jersey though?
I don't know how many
I don't
states
know,
allow
yeah.
that.
So basically, they was in the prison.
They's in the prison.
Well, she,
So I give
because
them
that's
their
what she identifies.
Giving their
as.
pronouns. This is okay. Was in the prison
Yep.
getting people pregnant with a penis.
Yeah, she still has a penis and was getting. It was consensual. They didn't say nothing.
Right,
It was
I
rape.
believe it, but
But yeah,
I don't really know where to.
She's
Well,
just-
it's nothing to really think about considering it was consensual.
Right.
yeah.
I
But
guess
it's just why that's not dangerous.
it is. It is. It's a sticky situation because I'm all for people like living their truth and
Yeah,
whatever they
absolutely.
identify as. But like, it is hard because you do have sick people out here who do crazy shit. So it's
Yeah.
people who would go as far to say they identify as a woman just to be around women and do
Exactly.
crazy shit.
And
So-
then on top of that, the way I look at it is, so like, let's say I did something horrible. I'm facing 25 to 30 years. If that's an option and I'm about to go to prison, I identify as a woman. So I can go to women's prison. For real.
You're fucked up, dude.
But it could happen.
But it could happen. It can.
If
It
I'm
can.
about to go to a max security prison, I'm not going to be in there with them killers. I'm
Yeah, no,
with
I
the
feel
women.
you.
Maybe have a transgender, because some prisons put all the gay people in one like wing, one block.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe they should do that. Just
Maybe.
put them all in
I
one
just
block.
think in no way, shape, or form, you ain't supposed to be getting nobody pregnant in prison. So I think that's
yeah,
where we
you're
got
not supposed to be fucking in prison either. But
Exactly.
they be
Right.
fucking though.
They do
Oh,
that.
they definitely do that.
But pregnancy is all right now. Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
that's
That's
shit
a lot.
wild.
That's one of the first topics I think we got. I don't know what to say besides that shit. Wow.
That's
That
just-
was an argument, because like Morehouse College and Spelman College, they're like all boys and girls schools.
Right.
There was like people who identify as men but who are women coming to Morehouse and vice versa going to Spelman.
Wow.
And they were trying to
Never even
basically
thought
say
about
that
that.
like they were trying to basically like change the fact that they're an all boy and all girl school, and so that was like a huge thing on campus there.
What is that? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, was that
That's
recent?
wild.
No, it was when I was there, so about
Okay.
like 3 years ago.
21st century shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Never even. Yeah, we run into a lot of topics recently that involve transgender
Gender rights
actions
and rights and
but
stuff.
That's the era we live in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be prominent from here on out.
People was thinking say shit when they unenslaved niggas. Honestly, like they letting black people do that.
What you mean he can drink water? Bro, I drink water? Oh no, that had to be a crazy.
They gotta use the bathroom.
He in here with me?
He just sat on that goddamn toilet. I don't want to sit on that goddamn
Now
toilet.
we gotta burn the toilet. For real.
That's crazy.
Yeah, is that why you segued into your next one? Oh, I thought you were segueing into Harvard.
No, but okay, yeah.
thought that's what you was doing.
I didn't delve deep into it to I feel like be able to give like a more in depth.
Yeah, go ahead.
But Harvard University of Harvard, Cambridge, Massachusetts, they owned slaves. To put it short and sweet and simple, they had slaves that were housed on the campus, and they were doing daily slave activities, whatever that may entail. I don't know what type of crops were being used in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I don't know what Boston produces other than tea at that time. But they said they're gonna pledge $100 million to do something with their ties. I don't know. What do you do? Like, what is that money going towards? Like, what are you doing? Just redacting shit from records? Is that what that money's going towards?
I think
And
it's public hush money.
Exactly.
Be quiet.
Yeah.
We ain't do that no more.
what was they giving that money to?
That's what. Well, I was gonna say. What? I meant to ask you when you brought up this current event. Where? Like, who found out that they are admitting to this, or it just became public knowledge?
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody it could have been something like somebody figured it out and then Harvard got ahead of it. Because
Okay.
the first thing I said, Harvard addressed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Money
Yeah.
can buy anything.
Absolutely, and especially when you're an institution like Harvard, you have an
Exactly.
image to uphold. So
Let that be an HBCU or something. It's a
my
different
God.
story.
Yeah.
any issue at a HBCU is magnified. My cousin actually went to Hampton. I remember at some point it was something about you might know, be more familiar. Some of their one of their presidents did something.
Or was that Howard you talking?
Maybe it was Howard.
Where they was like guzzling money or something?
Yeah, that's what it was. And that-
Bro, the finesse
It wasn't
king.
his president. It was like a student,
Yeah,
but
right.
he was like working in the office.
Yeah.
or
He was getting off. Did
Yeah,
they ever find him?
I don't
they
even
never found- I
know.
don't
He was
think
taking trips and
I don't think they
everything.
found bro.
Yeah, I remember my cousin. He went to Hampton. I remember that was a big news for all HBCUs at that point. So
Yeah.
bro got low. I've never heard of him
That's
being
crazy.
found. So
That's crazy.
yeah, so
yeah.
there's the difference between when it's
Exactly.
Harvard, which is one of the most prestigious universities ever.
Yeah.
And they can just pay their way out of that. So,
Exactly.
interesting.
Jerry West.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
Jerry West out here, basketball legend, the logo. If you guys are familiar with HBO Showtime, winning, what is it?
HBO show Winning Time.
Yeah, HBO show Winning Time. Like, this is about the Showtime Lakers, Magic and all those guys, Magic's rookie year. And Jerry West, at the time, he was a coach, and then he quit coaching to become, what is he, like?
An advisor, pretty much.
Advisor.
Yeah, he's not actually. He wasn't even employed by the Lakers at that point. He just was a part
Just
of
was
the
around.
80s type shit.
Yeah.
He just here. He won't leave.
So Jerry West has always been known as, even before this show, he's always been known to be a hot-headed ass white boy, just mad, just mad at the world because the Celtics used to whoop his ass in the 60s. So he always just been mad at the world. So HBO Showtime portrays that in a perfect way. He's always mad in this show, bro. Be throwing his MVP trophy through windows.
Gotta put a clip up here.
Yeah,
Tripping.
he be tripping. The actor, I can't think of his name right now, but he playing the shit out
He
that
looked
role.
like Jerry West.
Yeah, he playing the fuck out that role, and he got Jerry mad. But Jerry West is trying to sue for defamation. He said he wants an apology and everything. This is he's being portrayed in the wrong way. The T has been being portrayed in the wrong way. In HBO, they responded by saying, "We've done extensive research." Like, i.e., we know somebody who was there, motherfucker. They said you was tripping. Same thing with Magic, but Magic ain't even said shit because Magic know this shit about him. They talking about damn near spot on nail on the head.
If you watch the show, they got him freaked out.
He's a freak.
He's freaked out on
Magic. He's a freak. We all knew that though.
They got my man Magic. They got you on there eating a lot of coochie, bro. I don't know. I don't know if I'm sure you don't watch it, but
it would be eating muff.
They got you freaked out, my boy.
Freaked out, folks.
But yeah, Jerry West is actually threatening to take it all the way to the Supreme Court if he has to. And I just find it so funny. It's so funny because the irony is you doing what they saying you doing. Look how you tripping.
Your mad ass. So Adam McKay, he got a hit with that one.
It's a great show.
He got Jerry pissed off.
Yeah, I gotta go home and watch it.
And
New episode tonight.
You know what's funny is that Magic, they just pulled up I just saw on Twitter, they pulled up an old clip of him talking about having a threesome. From like, around the time. He was like, they said, was that your like dream or was that her dream? He was like,
when a woman,
it was
something about the way a woman looks at you, you just know.
Little freaky ass, little freaky Lansing boy. That's what y'all niggas doing. Y'all niggas weird.
Yeah, man. The show, honestly, I've been impressed with how accurate I think the show has depicted these people. Because after each episode, I look shit up like, man, was they really doing that so far?
Got to. Jerry Buss, speed demon.
Yeah, yep. So
R.I.P. Jerry Buss. He's an original playboy.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how this lawsuit works for Jerry West, but that's another thing we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and that's all I got, man. Oh, I got a little funny one. Tropicana finna drop a new cereal.
No, not a cereal.
It's a cereal.
They're dropping orange juice that's to be used with a cereal.
No, bro. No. You read it wrong. I'm telling you, it's a cereal. It's like granola clusters or some shit. It's a cereal made to be used with orange juice.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they're using it in place of milk.
Yeah.
But you say they're making an orange juice fused with cereal.
They're making a cereal, like some shit that comes out the box.
I am confused. There it is.
Look,
okay.
Yeah.
But like you pour the orange juice is like in place of milk though, right? So that's nasty as hell.
That's nasty.
Yeah, you use orange juice instead, but the flavor profile
might work together.
My man said, I don't know. And I was like, I can't argue yet because I don't know.
Gotta taste it. Maybe you should taste it on the show.
He don't like tasting shit. Oh, wow.
Bro, you trying to have me do them hot ass chips. I'm not eating them hot ass chips on here.
He's scared. He's scared.
I ain't eating them hot ass chips.
It definitely probably goes together. It's not like milk cereal.
Orange.
And then you gotta try cereal with orange juice, like actual cereal.
That was the thing. They said, why would you come up with this? They did some market research, Tropicana did, and they said they found out that 15 million Americans have used orange juice in place of milk.
Oh, that's wild. I use water before I use orange juice.
I did that
thank
once.
God I ain't never struggled to where I had to use the water. I did always have, if I ain't had no milk, we just wasn't eating no cereal. Or I eat it dry.
My grandpa does it because he lactose. He gotta use water. Wow. Yeah.
Damn.
Even though now there's
like
other.
They ain't had that back then.
But he old. They didn't have that shit.
I don't want that motherfucking shit.
Oat milk. Put some water in that damn shit.
Ain't got no titties. How the fuck you milk go?
I'm weak as hell. Oh, I got no titties.
That shit crazy.
That's funny.
That shit wastes a lot of water though. Shit bullshit aside, like oat milk and almond milk and shit.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of water to be able to make all that shit. So it's not really a healthy alternative. I mean, it's a healthy alternative, but it's not environmentally friendly. Fair. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's expensive.
But milk is? Regular milk?
Hey, I don't drink regular milk.
I don't either. I can't fuck with it.
I make my tummy hurt.
Y'all niggas bougie.
It's literally blood and pus.
Why would you say
I'm just putting that out there.
I know that, but I don't.
It's cultured.
It's nasty.
When that little frosted flake sugar be in there, I'm eating it. I don't know what y'all talking about.
You're so gross.
Yeah, y'all nasty.
It tastes the same if you use almond milk.
I'm allergic to nuts, so I can't eat.
Or flaxseed.
Or oat milk.
I might try oat milk.
Oat milk slaps.
Oat milk is good.
I've thought about oat milk before, but
Man.
Or water.
I
ain't
wish
there
oats
yet.
had
I ain't
titties for
even-
sure. I definitely would be
Bro,
sucking
come
on
on,
some
bro.
oats.
These oats and titties, bro. But yeah, one more note I wanted to make. Current event wise, the NFL draft was this week. I wanted to shout out to
Aiden Hutchinson came home. Fuck what
Okay.
you talking about. Aiden Hutchinson came back to the crib.
I was gonna shout out a player from Grand Rapids who got drafted.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, dumbass boy.
But Aiden Hutchinson to the crib, to Detroit.
Okay, shout out Aiden Hutchinson, Michigan defensive end, was drafted by the Lions, number 2 overall. And also shout out Mike Brown. He was picked up by the Minnesota Vikings, Grand Rapids native,
Catholic Central.
Catholic Central. And then one more shout out, Khalil Pimpleton from Muskegon was picked up by the Lions as well, man. 2-3-1, we got one. Muskegon, stand up.
Lions, 7 wins. 7 wins is a lock on FanDuel. Lock it in right now.
Tones never won a football parlay, so don't.
Why are you lying?
Do not listen to him. But they actually might win 7 games. That's not your craziest.
Well, you still lied.
My fault, bro. What you win, like one of them before?
No.
2?
I've won a lot.
Okay. Anyways, man, shout out them draftees, man. Future is bright. I seen a tweet from bro from the Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup said, getting drafted is not the arrival, it's the departure. So I think that was a cool quote. It's time to lock in and go to work because that shit could be over quick if you don't lock in. So
Yeah, thanks.
yeah, man. That's our current events, man. So you know what time it is. Time for a quick advertisement from Grind Time Media. Be right back, little brothers.
Listen up, little brothers. If you haven't tapped into Grind Time Media, I don't know what's going on with you.
Grind Time is busting out the gate with videography, graphics, apparel, and more.
The grind is now.
The grind is forever.
Tap in, little brothers.
The grind is everlasting. Little dumbass.
Yes, sir. That's gotta be it. And we're back, little bros. You know what it is, man. It's time for the interview portion. It's to our right, our guest to our right, a journalist, established, well-known over there in the men's
London town.
in the ends, Miss
In the
Tanasia.
ends, over the pond.
Yeah, let us know what you've been in. But
What's
damn.
to you, shorty?
Yeah, what you been on over there, your journey so far, and where you plan to take it next.
Well, I went to London. I studied magazine journalism to get my master's. And there I was like the editor of a magazine that I created from scratch. Like I designed the name or designed the logo, created the name and the whole concept and everything. And I was the editor of like a team of 10 people. And we created the magazine. We had like the platform and everything. And it was basically a platform for up and coming artists to talk about their stories of inspiration and like, it was meant to like talk about the social barriers that influence people like different artists, especially like minority communities. And yeah, I went on to, I won editor of the year at my school and shit.
Okay.
So it was cool. And then we like won best magazine design in like all of London.
Okay.
So it ended up being like something way bigger than I even imagined. Like I just went there for school, but it ended up like blowing up. Not blowing up, but ended up.
It did blow up.
It gained
Sir.
some. It
Talk your
gained some.
Black woman from Michigan came over there and fucked them in
Yeah.
people up.
I'm in it.
So it was cool. It was real cool. And yeah, I guess now like I love writing and I love magazines. But I think now I really just found that I really enjoy fashion. Like since I was in London, I just was exposed to a different type of world of fashion. I knew like a lot of like student designers and stuff. So I just like found my passion for real. Like I still love writing, but I don't think it's something that like I would envision myself doing for the rest of my life. Maybe on the side, but not like as a career.
Right.
And so right now, I am like collaborating with somebody who's doing a fashion show here, and I just have like my own scene in there. And I'm trying to get into like styling and yeah, shit like that. So,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, you over there dip though. You got the high fashion. You drip on and see you in all them
Got that
rooms
UK
and
drip
shit.
on? Yeah.
That you do zebra.
You killed the damn zebra to put that jacket on.
That zebra.
Fun fact though,
Okay.
It's real zebra.
this is my like great aunt's shirt,
Ooh.
and this is my grandma's shirt and my grandma's jacket. So a lot of this shit is like really from back in the day. Like I really love
Circle
vintage
when?
stuff.
That's
Yeah.
real. That's real stylist behavior
About
right
when?
there.
About you know about how old? Like when?
I mean, my grandma's 70 and my aunt is about like 70 something. Well,
Okay.
she's deceased now, but So they're old. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
old.
crazy.
They say fashion come back in waves.
It
That's
does.
how it
It
works.
said it
For
definitely
sure.
do.
I
See,
mean, I don't even follow trends and stuff like that. I just like what I like.
Exactly. See, I got these docs on.
This nigga, oh my god.
But Doc's still in. What
They
you
still. That's what I'm
mean?
saying. He be hating on my docs.
No,
man.
Docs are
We need
still
to
in.
put like a counter. How many times Toned and brought up that he got on docs?
Yeah.
We had like
We gotta
7
know.
at least.
That's some Britain shit. I think. Ain't they? Ain't they from London?
In it?
I'm
Yeah.
dead.
No, they wear busted Air Forces. They don't care what shoes
that's
they
what they
wear
on over there.
Man, you see, they be
Yeah, 'cause-
they be stabbing niggas with rusty.
They started that trend of wearing dirty Air Force
Yes,
Ones?
because
Oh
the
my
weather's
God.
so bad. It's like even
do be
shoes that I
raining.
brought like dirty now because it's like it's always raining, muddy.
Yeah.
So they just wear whatever. Cause
Seattle or London.
it basically.
They don't. Why are you doing
My
that
bad,
to
bro.
Seattle?
He likes Seattle. My fault.
It
My
don't
friend, my best friend's from Seattle.
My dad live. It ain't rain. I was there a week. It ain't raining the whole time.
You got lucky.
Well, I guess I'm
Yeah.
a lucky motherfucker.
no,
I
London
guess.
rains at least 5 times a week.
So it's
Like, all the time.
Damn, that's gloomy, man. But it do that shit here, damn
Yeah.
near.
I meant to ask you though, prior to you moving to London, when you were in college, did you know, like, how did you come into journalism before you ended up over there?
I went to Clark Atlanta.
Okay.
That's a HBCU, and I studied mass media arts with a concentration in print journalism.
Okay.
But like prior to even going to undergrad, I just used to write like children's stories, and like you don't even realize that shit is like your passion until you like realize, okay, like I've been doing this for a long time. This is obviously something I like.
Right.
And so I just used to always write. And then when I went into Clark, like I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I was like, I mean, I obviously like writing, so
Right.
journalism, you know, it kind of makes sense. And I also love talking to people. And so journalism, I always wanted to do like the interviewing aspect of it. Never wanted to be on the news. I don't fuck with the news. Like,
You don't want to do
it's
that voice?
Very corrupted.
Hello, welcome to the
No.
Black Report.
You said
That's not me. I love just like having genuine, transparent conversations with people. Like the news is so curated.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
But yeah, so when I went to Clark, I studied journalism, and I just also found that I love writing on my own terms and like free writing, but that like having to follow all these guidelines and stuff like wasn't for me. So I realized journalism isn't necessarily like my dream. It's something that I like, but I think I want to like implement my own
No,
twang to
twang
it.
on it.
Yeah,
Put
whatever
your
you call
twang
it.
on it.
Yeah,
Put your thing on it.
Okay.
exactly.
How did you, go ahead, bro. You got a question,
Thank
bro?
you.
My fault.
I just, mine was why print specifically? Like at this time, and at this time,
Yeah.
that kind of popped
That's
out
a
to
good
me.
question. I love that question actually. Because I love it. Like I have books like for days. Like I just love actually having like the tangible.
Lost art.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
like
is.
it's literally a lost art. Like it's not the same as like scrolling through your phone and
Your
looking at
iPad off
pictures.
your
like,
Nook. What about the Nook? They got the Paperwhite. Do that make
Never.
it? No,
Like,
I don't even like
I
that.
cannot. Like books,
They
I
talking about
can
the
never
Nook.
read off my phone. Nothing. Like it's just not the same.
Yeah.
And I think with the type of magazine that I created is basically for like artists to have a platform and kind of like watch their journey of like growing and expanding. Like to have that intangible form, you get to like pick it up whenever
Wow,
and be like,
that's true.
wow, this person like 5 years ago was this way, and like now they're like like a Beyonce type, you know?
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
I
so
like it.
I just think that's important.
That's the one you had in your bag.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, let them see, man. And you didn't say the name of your magazine. You got to plug. Yeah, you got to plug.
Yeah,
all-
it's called Raise. It's like obviously I said I did it through school, so it's not going at the moment.
Right.
But I want to continue the concepts.
plug
but
them. Let
the
them
name
see
might
it.
change.
Yes. Okay.
Crazy. Our work's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. But yeah, it was all like during COVID time, so it wasn't
You
as
can really lock in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to really just it was a struggle, but we made it work. So
That's dope. How did you? I meant to ask you. How did you decide to go to London? I feel like
Mm-hmm.
from a black person from Michigan, and then you went to Clark. Obviously, that's a drastic change. For
Yeah.
sure. How did you end up choosing to do that? Was it and then how was it hard or like what? What was your feelings when you decided that's what you wanted to do?
it was very impulsive. I'm a very impulsive person. Like
Okay.
Feel that.
like I don't I'm a firm believer that when God gives you like impulses or like thoughts, like you need to just go for it because it's not coming out of like your ass.
It's
Like it's
some-
coming
yeah,
from
something.
somewhere for
I don't
sure.
need to hear that.
And
know?
like, huh?
I
Cut
don't
that
need-
out
need
in case
to-
he want to
I
watch
mean,
this
you
episode
know-
again.
I
before he-
feel you though.
before he
I
do
know
need
right
something
from
bad.
wrong.
to hear. Yeah, you do know right from wrong.
You know,
but no,
yeah.
I feel you though.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that. It's your gut. That's your gut feel. You
It's
talking
your
about
gut.
your intuition. That's all it is. Is intuition.
About what?
Intuition.
Intuition.
Intuition. Yeah, nigga. What's wrong with you?
You funny as hell.
Go ahead, bro. My fault. You right.
Yeah.
You got it,
Intuition.
Anyways, my intuition is telling me that this nigga is
fault,
not my man's.
Wow, bro. I just wanted to hear what you said.
But no, I just was saying like that. I love how you put that. Like it's like a sign and shit.
It's for sure a sign
Yeah.
because it
Your
came out of
intuition.
my intuition for sure.
My
Y'all
fault.
gonna-
I'm done.
All bit, I did follow my intuition.
You know what's funny? They don't know that joke.
Right, they don't. We do though.
Hey, y'all some funny motherfuckers, boy, on this show.
Oh shit! But yeah, go ahead. How did your intuition make you feel when you knew you was going or you wanted to pursue going to London?
It was so random. Like obviously, I graduated in 2020. That was peak COVID time. And I was like, oh, what the fuck am I gonna do? And like transparent moment, I fell out with like all of my friends in college, like randomly. I'm not messy. It like that's just how I realized that God literally puts you in a place. Like he literally removes things from your life for a reason.
Right.
I'm a firm believer in that as well. And I believed if I was still friends with the people that I'm cool with them now.
Right.
Let's put that out there. But if I was still friends with the people at that time, I would have stayed in Atlanta because it was most comfortable. I had my people there, like, you know, everything was cool. But falling out with them made me just realize like shit is temporary and like I gotta do what's best for me.
Gotta break the mold.
Exactly. And so that happened. I was just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm not gonna stay in Atlanta. I'm not cool with nobody here. Like it's so much history to this. Like I just want something new. And so I was literally on Instagram and you know those like ads and shit that pop up, like clothes, whatever. It was like a thing that said across the pond. And it must, you know, I do believe they be listening to you.
Oh,
They do for
absolutely.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. So I probably mentioned London because I've always wanted to live abroad my whole life. So I probably mentioned it, but the little across the pond thing came up and I clicked it randomly because I don't usually do that either because they usually be like just bullshit. And so I clicked it and then I submitted like an email and then like an actual lady emailed me and was like, oh, you're like interested in studying abroad. And then I was like, yeah, I got on a phone call with her and it was actually legit. So I was like,
Wow.
I'm gonna see what this is about.
Good.
And then it was basically a program where you can apply to just like, you just basically tell them your interests, where you would like to stay in. It was like in Europe and like Spain was the area, or like, yeah. And so she just sent me like a list of schools that were like coincided with my interests or whatever. And then like I just applied and I applied to like 3 of them and picked the best one. And that's what happened. But it was basically from Instagram. Shout out to Instagram. But
IG,
IG could take you to college.
exactly.
When well, if you listening, when your parents say stay out that damn phone, no.
Right.
I'm
Tell
going
you
to
going to college.
I'm going to college because of my Instagram.
Exactly.
That's what's up. I never.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying I've never even like thought about because
Yeah.
obviously you
I'll
know
be
you see
clicking that shit.
Yeah, I'll click some of them like what is this talking about? But like to actually follow through with something that's dope. That's crazy.
And I really didn't think it was for real. I just like it. As soon as you click the link, it says like submit your email, and then after that they like email you.
Right.
So I just submitted like fuck it, like we'll see what happens.
what they gonna do?
And
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so-
crazy.
You was riding double-decker buses and shit. Them real.
Yeah. They're,
That's
wait,
wild.
double decker meaning like the bottom.
The red joints.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
All the
wild.
time.
Can you tell us a little bit about like the culture difference?
They was eating beans and shit.
Yes,
Huh?
nigga, he couldn't wait
I
to
actually
say
never
that.
tried an English breakfast ever.
For real.
It's not.
He disappointed.
That
Like,
shit look nasty. I
It
feel it. It
does.
look nasty.
I just
That
can't
shit look
imagine
gross.
eating
Beans.
steak and beans and shit for breakfast.
from morning
Oh
time.
my god, it's
heavy.
It's heavy as fuck.
you in class.
Right? Stomach hurt.
hell.
But we're actually, America's actually one of the only people who eat like sweet stuff for breakfast. Like
Really?
usually people eat like hearty meals for breakfast.
Shit. That's why though. That
We
make
just
you
different.
energized. That don't make you energized.
I mean, I guess I
But
understand
sweet
from
stuff either.
Yeah, like for
Sweet
me,
stuff make you-
nutrients, like you got a lot of protein, I guess, in your
Right.
morning, but
I guess.
I need to go to sleep after I done ate all that.
Or I
for
got
real.
the itis.
Right, for real. But yeah, as far as the culture difference, was there any like shocks to you when you first were like going over there? Is there anything he's like, oh no, I can't live here for a long term? Or
The biggest thing I would say is food. Food nasty is
It's nasty over there.
nasty.
really?
It's
got used to
dominated
it.
by white folks though. It's a country dominated by white people. The food
Yeah.
can't really be that. Sorry, you guys. What you feel me?
Jeremy.
Right?
I mean, you know.
You feel me? So it
Once
can't-
you're used to a certain type of food, you're used to that type of food. Like,
yeah, fish and chips and
yeah.
what do they not like us? Like actually?
I would say in terms of like racism, you mean?
Oh, they could be damn. You just
didn't
blew
think
my
they could
mind.
be racist?
That's racist when they be talking about us. That's racist.
I mean, it's racism all over the world.
Right.
I'm saying when they're like you fucking stupid ass Americans and shit. That's racist.
Oh yeah, that's racist.
If they really feel that way because we American.
Damn.
Yeah, but
I would say so.
think it's definitely racism for sure exists over there. I was actually on Twitter and there was a video where a guy showed like I gotta find it to show y'all, but like blatantly the police there was two people fighting. It was a black guy and a white guy. And the police officer, the white guy was the aggressor. He was actually beating the fuck out of the
Know where this
black guy.
going?
Yep, seen this one before.
Immediately the cops came up and like trampled the black
dude.
guy, and everybody was like, he was getting beat up. Like, what are you?
I
like,
saw that video actually.
You
I
saw
saw
that?
that
I
video.
feel like I might have,
I
too.
saw that
I've seen
video.
so many,
because I
but-
saw the little checker because they police be wearing like checkered shit.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, so that that was there. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, it's racism exists over there for sure. Yeah.
You was driving over there?
Oh, absolutely not.
No, I said that's.
They drive on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't even try. Did you never tried it?
No, and they drive nuts like crazy.
real.
Yeah.
Did you in terms of like, carry over because now you're back, do you have people you still keep in contact from there and you like have connections with?
For sure.
Do you think you'll work with them in the future and anything?
For sure, yeah.
Wow.
Like my I met some really great people who went into the same program that I did after me, and they just went and won like best new publication, like one of the similar things that I won. And so like we're really cool. I just was asked to be a bridesmaid in like an older woman's wedding. So like I met really good people over there. Like I'm really
That's
happy.
dope.
Yeah.
So you finna go back over there?
I want to. I don't know. Like I don't see myself living anywhere. That's the thing. Like I'm always just like over shit quick.
Yeah.
So you mean like anywhere, like long term anywhere?
I don't have it made in my head right now. Like
Wow.
where I would live.
So you like to be on the go?
Yeah.
Okay.
London's cool, but it's not what I envision for myself forever.
I get that.
No, I feel that. I wouldn't either. If the food not good, I can't stay.
Yeah,
that
and then
long.
on top of that, you talking about it's raining all the time.
Yeah, and everything is like small. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like the kitchen, small.
Oh, yeah, I'm
everything's
sure.
It's
small.
not like New York. That's what I envision. It's just like New
Basically.
York. It's British New York.
Basically.
Yeah, I'm straight. But my last question I want to ask you in terms of where you want to take your future next in terms of fashion. One of the movies, I mean, you can feel how you want to feel about it, but the only movie I think of when I think of fashion journalism is Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, that's my favorite
I think that's a
movie.
great movie. I like that. Why are you looking like that, bro? It's a great movie.
That's an amazing movie.
You ain't ever seen it?
I've seen the movie.
Okay. Well, it's a
I'm
great
just
movie.
looking at you. I'm listening.
It's a great movie. Is that kind of what you see, or you just want to be solely focused on like the fashion aspect of it, of designing, or is there any type of journalism you see in there?
No, I definitely see. I don't see journalism in the way that like it is right now. I
Right.
definitely don't see that. I think the way that like myself and I told you the people who were who won the award in London, like those people, the way that we're taking magazines and journalism, I see it in that way. Very just like a transparent conversation, very transparent way of like giving people a platform, basically.
Right.
That's what I definitely want to do. And it might not even be always in print form. It might be in just like the way you guys are doing it. It might be through fashion. It might be through fashion shows. Just like, yeah,
Okay. Cool.
basically.
Do you like Love Island?
I definitely will love Love
You
Island.
like Love Island? You fuck
Yes,
with Love Island?
I
Heavy? I
do.
feel Love Island. You can't go crazy. You
I
know
do
any of
love
them
Love
people
Island.
over there?
I don't know them, no.
That's a good question.
What do you like the most about like UK people? Like what's
and or culture too?
yeah, or the culture. Like you say you don't like the food. What is it that you do like about them? Like that you don't really get from people over here in the States?
I would say it's so funny because I've interacted with him before you, and you always been like, you don't seem. I never know when you drunk. And, yes, and that's because like I would be drunk, but like I think here I'm not like I don't have like a comfortable setting where I feel like I can let loose as much. But in London, like it's just a different energy, it's a different vibe. Like they just like everybody can just exist as they are and do whatever the fuck they want.
That's cool.
And so there I would be lit, like I would like lit.
Used to be over there filled.
Lit.
About where we at, bro?
Like just having like fun to the point that I never had before, and
Really?
that's what I love about them. Just allowing you to just exist how you are. Like I really fuck
That's
with
cool.
that.
That's hard.
That's probably because they just are so used to so many people that nothing surprises them really.
It's like it's baby New York, low key.
Basically,
Yeah, that is the same type of energy you probably receive in New York. You can watch because they got niggas being the naked guitarist, all that.
Right, exactly.
All that type of
Exactly.
wild shit. So that makes sense. I get that. That's cool though. I would have never envisioned that about just thinking about London. Like these niggas see everything, so
they used to it. Yeah.
That's cool though.
I don't know, man.
I remember being.
I would try. I would visit
I'll
London.
go over there.
I would visit London.
Yeah.
I,
I
feel
don't
like
think I
they
would
be trying. They up close. They be, like we said, they stabbing. They can't have guns over there.
It's
or nothing.
not.
I need to
That's
pause.
what they think about us. They think you step foot in America, you getting shot. That's what they think.
Really?
Damn
Yeah,
near.
but
Damn
it's not
near.
that like that
Damn
in London. What?
Damn near.
Depending on where you go. For
Damn
real.
near.
We
Okay.
just got shot at. Who
did?
Who did?
Not we, but
I did. Look at Jeremy looked up and said, "Who got shot at?"
I was near some bullets this
Yeah.
last weekend.
I'm gonna show you. We gotta
Oh,
put a tweet
yikes.
up here about this situation. I'll show you
Yeah,
later.
well, no tweet out nowhere.
It's ironic. Yeah, we do.
It's not ironic.
is.
What are you? Is you
Yikes.
Alanis Morissette, bitch?
I don't know
It's
what is
fucking
it?
strange.
What is that reference?
You don't know what Alanis Morissette is?
I do, but the tweet was funny because you
You said it's ironic. It's not ironic. Anyways, I wish you would go to the UK
why?
because them niggas will step on you.
Never.
Shout out
I
Flacco.
do the stepping.
He do the stepping.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm dead.
Anyways, man, that was a fantastic interview. She got us hip to our bruvs over there.
English muffins and shit. McMuffins. Hold on, what's the McDonald's like over there?
It's
I always gotta ask what the McDonald's like. At
it's
different
actually
places.
pretty similar. I would say it do taste a little bit different, like the meat. Like pretty
They meat
much,
probably better than our.
it's
meat.
just fresher.
Nah.
You know,
I mean, like from the like, what it did, like they got different shit.
their breakfast is different. Their biscuits are like, you know how we got the Popeyes like biscuits.
Yeah.
They have like flat bread type biscuits,
Like okay,
like pancake type biscuits.
Might be wet. Maybe.
I guess.
I mean, it's straight. I mean, I think I just by the point when I was eating McDonald's, I was already used to their food,
Yeah.
so I don't really know if it's nasty or not. Like I'm just used to it. Whatever.
All the shit was nasty, anyways.
Yeah,
It was
you
just
pretty much
nasty.
made that clear that you wasn't fucking with the food.
No, the food was not
You
good.
came back home for like Thanksgiving and shit.
No,
Oh, you poor child.
I wasn't. I didn't come back till like February this
Oh
year.
my God. Yeah, I was sick.
Eating beans and steak.
They don't even do Thanksgiving over there.
No, they don't.
They hate Thanksgiving probably.
I don't know if they hate it or not, but
I'm just saying it's like y'all motherfuckers had to leave us and shit. Like
I
the
would
bitter
cook myself
ex.
food.
Bitter ex.
Okay, so yeah, you.
I
made
feel
your
like
own
you
little-
can't freak it like you can over here though, because
'Cause
they
it's
ain't got the
different.
shit. Yeah, the store ain't got the shit.
You
They
can
not.
order like Jiffy off Amazon and stuff.
Oh, so she was yeah.
Jeez, let us
You gotta
Jiffy.
do what you
miss
gotta do.
Jiffy
You
mix.
no, if you think about your family on Thanksgiving, you like they eating good. You watching
I know.
snaps.
My
Like I'm
mom
about
would
to.
literally send me pictures.
Yeah, I'm about to whip
mad.
something up.
You dirty motherfucker. I would have FaceTime my mom like, bro, don't hit me no more today,
No,
bro.
for real.
If y'all on that, don't be on that. Okay,
I'm over here trying to better myself. You gon' finna come home.
Right, I'm done.
I'm over here eating beans at 8 a.m. and shit.
Steak. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, shout out to London, man. You got us hip to a lot of things I did not know before in terms of their culture. So
yeah, London's cool.
yeah, thank you for that. But now it's time for them topics, man. The nitty gritty, the whole kit and caboodle, as Tone would say.
Yeah. Who does the subtitles? You did the subtitles? Good job. Caboodle spelled with a K though.
Who else would have done them? Act like it's not three of us.
That's what I said. Adobe did. Adobe's
Oh.
stupid.
Well, Jeremy put it on there.
Don't blame Jeremy.
Don't belittle him.
I'm not. Jeremy don't even like you.
He likes me. Well, yeah, that was some fucked up shit
No,
you did
he
earlier.
definitely
Jeremy
like,
definitely don't
fuck
even like you.
Like, I thought we were like cooler than that, Jeremy. That's some bullshit.
We gonna put that right here. What he talking about? So the fact that Elon Musk could just drop that cheese to buy Twitter is
My fault. I know, Jerry. Why are you recording me, bro? No, I'm tripping.
Bro, we in the middle of a show.
Oh, my fault, bro.
Oh my God.
I'm in the Cardi
gonna
missing
take your
everything.
place, bro.
I'm in the middle of the Cardi missing everything.
Exactly.
Wow.
Even though I didn't know, I wasn't up on all this.
Yeah, she was. I was keeping us afloat.
for real? Wow. Y'all was really
Oh, you thought we was bullshitting?
Man, it's time for them topics. First on the docket is censorship. Then we'll transition into love languages. And then lastly, we'll conclude the episode by speaking on first link behavior. But first and foremost, censorship. Tone, what are your thoughts? What do you,
That's what you be trying to do to me.
what?
Censorship me.
Oh, okay.
Censorship me.
How do I do that? Explain it.
You be telling me I can't say this, I can't say
I
that.
don't say that. I
You
just,
be trying to FCC me and shit.
okay.
But so censorship, like we said, we didn't even say that in the current event. The Elon Musk thing, the whole Elon Musk. I
yeah.
forgot completely about that.
You can tap into it now,
Elon
yeah.
Musk bought Twitter, if you didn't know, for $43 billion. Big bacon. And he said that one of his main reasons for doing it was to keep free speech as a thing. He feels like there's too much censorship going on in the world, in the United States specifically. Because, that's our First Amendment right, freedom of speech. We're supposed to be able to say whatever we want without any repercussions. And so in saying that, like, there are some infringements on free speech, for sure. Let's say, like, Donald Trump, we may not like him that much, but Twitter did kick him off of the platform because he used to tweet wild shit, say wild shit and everything like that. But at the end of the day, being a president, I understand, there should be
Right.
certain things you shouldn't say, like, just because you're always, that's just professional. You're the president. You're always on your call. You're on call 24/7. You always got to be presidential. Barack Obama was always presidential when he in front of a camera or something.
Because their impact is so great.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's probably acting like a nigga with Michelle, behind the doors of the fucking White House, when they're not in the press conference or nothing like that. But when he on Twitter or when he's in front of people at a press conference or anything, he turned that smooth on. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to do that.
Right.
And so that's like, I understand them taking him off Twitter for saying that wild shit and everything on Twitter at the time. But now at this point, why is he still banned? He's not the president anymore. Let him say what
No, ban that nigga. Ban him.
No, we straight.
Keep him
Keep
on.
him off.
Okay.
But as a journalist, you just were saying that you didn't like having to write things within the parameters of whatever they want you to write it into.
Because it was a school publication.
Yeah, it was
Right.
a school publication at the end of the day. But like why in my normal everyday life should I not be able to say what I want to say
Yeah.
if it's not hurting anybody?
I have a thought on that, but I'll let you go first on your thoughts on censorship in that sense.
I mean, I was just gonna say, as I said, like people like Donald Trump, their impact is so great that they can influence so many people, and that's just dangerous. Like the type of stuff that he says is just considered dangerous. And like, even though he's not president anymore, he still was a very prominent person in our history, and like people still look to him to see what he has to say. So in that sense, he doesn't deserve that platform anymore because he's just gonna use it to bullshit anyways.
But everybody bullshit on internet, and then
But they don't have that platform,
yeah.
that same impact,
Yeah. My additional thoughts on that. I think I agree. I see both sides for sure, but I think the biggest thing that I agree with what she said is when you have a platform that's dangerous to the,
Right.
you
can impact so many people. I think of
Like
Kanye
January
West.
6th.
Right, exactly.
I feel like
I think January 6th, and I think of Kanye West. These people have so many people behind them. They just want to know what they have to say.
Right.
So when you say things, and like you said, when it gets dangerous, there's a lot of things they might not think is dangerous because they just think I'm just talking my shit because I'm who I am.
Yeah.
Right.
But when there's certain people who hear what you say and they try to reiterate that behavior,
which there is to an extent like some fault in that, because there's people like Cardi B who has spoken out, like people are like, you're a bad influence to my child and stuff, and Cardi B has been like, I'm not your your child's
Yeah.
mother. I don't
Right.
give a fuck.
It goes
you know,
both ways,
it
yeah.
does go both ways.
It is
but
tough.
It's tough. Yeah.
So is the First Amendment like? Is that kind of like outdated? Should we not be able to say like, that's my whole thing? Should we not be able to do that?
I would honestly say it probably does need to be modified to a certain extent. I don't know how you would frame. I'm not even going to begin to try to say what it should be, but I think maybe to a certain extent because the
freedom of speech.
Yeah, it's like,
freedom of speech unless it's harmful to
that.
people.
No.
And I'm glad you brought up January 6th. That's a prime example. Like, we ain't ever in our life seen them white people was tripping, boy. Like, they ran in the Capitol and they was in there like, now what? Let's just fuck some shit up.
That's crazy.
And I think, and that all stems from Donald Trump. He's in the spur of the moment. And I'm in no way, shape, or form a supporter of his. I think he should be banned. But when I say that, like, he probably, like you said, he think he just talking his shit. He got it, he flowing, he like, man, run up in there. And he like, oh, they really didn't do that.
Exactly.
He talking about at the time, like, let's go in there. Like, and then he went home. I was just talking.
Take it
He
back.
told us to use Clorox or some shit during COVID or
Yeah,
whatever.
he's-
And there's
niggas
like, he's
injected
nuts.
to
There's people who
bleach.
did it.
And there's like
did
people
do
you like,
that.
all right, use common sense. You ain't supposed to do
No.
that. He the president. So when the
Exactly.
president told us to do something,
Survival of the fittest, man. At that point,
and I agree. But then now people just dying. Look, somebody granny didn't die because Trump said, but now your granny dead.
that's funny. That's a funny joke.
But like that really might have happened. So
No, you're right.
I think you made a good point. Maybe we should try to modify it or amend it to a certain extent, but it does go both ways. The being able to speak your mind is important. So I 100% agree with you on that. Because if we go too far,
'Cause
then where do we draw the line?
coming from, the oppression they were going through back in Britain and London and everything like that. That's if you spoke bad against the crown,
Exactly.
they gonna fuck you up. You're gonna get beheaded or something like
I think
that.
that's the problem though. They use that they regulate that in places where it doesn't need to be. Like in journalism, when people want to speak out on like black issues and stuff like that, they regulate what they can say so much.
Yeah.
When I think that is when you need to use freedom of speech. We should be able to allow to say what we want to say. But
right.
in terms of like Donald Trump and things
Politics
that are harmful,
and shit like that.
Right.
that's when it needs to be
And
modified.
especially, I feel you, especially in the age of like speed information, mass information.
Yeah.
What? Oh, you was just looking through, smiling. I thought something happened.
I was
didn't
looking down thinking about the free speech. I wasn't even looking at
I
nobody.
didn't know what you was looking at. You just, I thought niggas had a surprise coming down the steps or something. Like
I should. I wish there was somebody do something to Jeremy. Please.
I'm dead.
But fuck.
Not me putting on lip gloss. in the middle of the-
Oh, I've been putting.
Yeah, I say, bro hit his little goddamn.
Vaseline break.
No, but
Hold on, I'll bet.
Big
she on
Big
your
John.
ass.
Big John.
Don't look at me put that shit on. But no, I think
He really looking at you.
come on, bro, with this weird ass shit. In my concluding thoughts about censorship, I think you guys both brought up great points. There is, to a certain extent, how much can you say, what people cannot say before it's too much. And you also, like you talk about when the crown and shit. But even for black people, there's a lot of things black people weren't allowed to say or do because of you black at that time. So
Yeah.
I think we've come a long way in terms of being able to, even having a podcast like that.
Yeah.
There was a time where there was no way. I actually, it's funny. I was bored the other night. I watched Dolomite with Eddie Murphy.
The new one or the old
Yeah,
one?
the newest one with Eddie Murphy. And I was thinking like,
Like
it's
he in both of them.
Eddie Murphy in the old one.
Yes.
I didn't know that. But the new one that just came out, he was like, at that point, black people being in movies and being able to act like that
Yeah.
was that I just probably white people watching that like this. Y'all let him say all this and he having sex with white women on here. What in the world? But yeah, I think it's crazy how far we've come. So we have to be careful not to, saying, all right, you gotta censor this before they say, no, black people can't do that either, type thing. So it is a thin line between how much and what's too little. So I think it's important when you say politics and
Right.
people with platforms that could be dangerous.
Let's say in the fact of like a comedian space, because the nigga just got slapped for saying whatever the fuck he wanted to say. We just say that though. Like that's not like a form. Like niggas is getting mad at other people for just saying shit. Okay,
I mean,
we won't say
I
that. We
think-
won't talk about bro. Just comedians
Can I
in
talk
general.
about it?
Oh, okay.
Can I talk about
Go
it?
ahead, yeah.
So,
Oh, I'm tripping. We're good though.
Will Smith actually talked about in his new biography or whatever you call it, autobiography, that he felt like he had lost a lot of power in his mother's relationship with his father or whatever. Like his mother was being abused by the man that she was with. And he at the time couldn't do anything to like defend her. And so he carried that with him for his entire life, feeling like he didn't have any power. He couldn't he couldn't take care of his family
At that time,
that time. So he carried that same burden all these years. And when he saw that a man was humiliating his wife on a public platform, he felt like the only thing for me to do is literally publicly humiliate him back.
So he had PTSD.
I wouldn't say his PTSD is simple. I don't think what he did was really as like much as of a representation of his emotion. I think he was literally trying to prove a point. Like, you get on stage talking shit about my wife, like, I'm finna show you why you should not do that shit, period. I don't think it was really like, I'm so mad that I'm finna get on stage and punch this nigga. I think it was just like, I'm just trying to show you, don't do that, you know?
If you could guess, me and him are on opposite sides.
I can see, but I just think, why is this such...
I'm on your side.
Thank you. Why is it such an issue that this man slapped him? Like, I just like, you talk shit, you get slapped. It's that simple.
Comedian, man.
And that's how he feels. But my thing is...
comedians still they should not say certain shit, though.
But he wasn't even being disrespectful.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
He was. G.I. Jane's hot. Like I said before, G.I. Jane's hot. He wasn't talking about, oh, you bald.
Called her bald in relation to that.
He didn't call her bald.
What do you call it then?
Why would
said
he
she
relate
was
her to
G.I.
G.I. Jane then?
Because
They got the same haircut.
She don't got a haircut. Her hair's falling out.
She got a haircut. It's
Look
falling out,
at
but
him.
she got a haircut.
She's already spoken out that she does not have a haircut. Her hair's falling out.
His take is that because he relates to comedy, you should be able to say stuff like that.
So
And
how
that-
do you...
So listen,
if I go, this is the thing with the Oscars. It's a when they always have presenters and everything. Ricky Gervais. He's known for that, roasting people. You know, that's something that just happens at these award shows. They have these comedians, these presenters come up, do their little spiel, boom, 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 quick 1-2s at the crowd and everything. You know what I'm saying? Then present the award.
okay.
Especially
I
when you're
completely get that.
Especially when you're in the front row. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? If you go to a front row to a comedy show, they finna get on your
Right.
ass. You should be ready for that.
I
But as we
completely
talked
get
about
that.
before, and you already know this, her and Chris Rock already have prior history. So if that's part of it, don't come talk about me, and you know we gonna get on that.
Exactly.
If me and you have an issue with each other, and I
Don't
get up there-
choose me out of all
yeah,
people.
and I start talking shit, you be like, bro, we really got smoke. So my thing is, okay, and if I'm playing your side and I'm playing devil's advocate. Let's say you go to a comedy show or anywhere, a award show or whatever, and you have the right to say whatever. I have the right to reaction as well. Then.
Exactly.
You can't just go around slapping
I
people
will.
for
No,
saying
I will
words.
You
slap
have the right to say it. I have the right to
Unless
slap
somebody
you.
call you a nigger, you don't got the
so
right.
then
You
now
don't got the right to.
You don't
just
get
go
to
slap.
draw the line of what's inappropriate or not. Like that's the only thing you can say to somebody.
I
That's gonna
don't
make
think
you tee up.
comedy is the way where you can literally just say whatever you
Yeah,
want. There's still some type of discretion that you need to have.
Because
or
remember we
whatever.
talked about this. Let's say this comedy subjective, is it not?
It is.
So if I keep saying shit, I'm laughing like, you finna die. It's just like, it's not funny. To me, it is. So like, it's all subjective as to far as what we think is
Right.
funny. And okay, in hindsight, yeah, maybe Will Smith could have done something different. But I'm also at the side, bro. In the heat of the moment, Chris Rock chose that joke. He chose to slap him for it. So yeah, maybe he could have chose something else, but I'm the whole way around like, man.
But I'm just
niggas get slapped every day.
Exactly. I'm just confused at why people are such in an uproar.
Yeah,
like he
I
slapped
think it's too
him.
much.
He didn't beat his ass. He
We
slapped
slapped
him.
that nigga at work, man. We just was talking about that niggas got to be professional
And
at
guess
work.
what?
Just slapping
I don't
niggas.
believe in
slapped at work.
professionalism, so that's just me.
Let's hear
So
this.
why is you mad at Donald Trump then?
He the president.
I said his impact can be dangerous. That's what I said. I didn't say that. I didn't say anything about professionalism. I don't believe in that.
she's right.
I don't believe that people should wear a certain outfit to work. I don't believe in like. I just
Let's
don't
hear
believe in
that
none
though.
of
Why?
that.
Are you, if you could explain in a brief synopsis, I guess summary. What are your takes on professionalism? Why do you think it doesn't? It's not a thing.
I think it all ties back to like white people and what adheres to like how they live and what they think, because even when you talk about like what people wear to work, for example, like if Black people obviously have the means now to dress a certain way, but back then they did not. They didn't have suits in their closet. You even watch, for example, we was talking about Will Smith, Pursuit of Happiness. He went to that interview And he didn't have, like, he wasn't dressed up nicely and things like that. Like, the fact that you look at a person, they obviously have all the accolades, they have everything that they need, but because of what they're wearing, you're going to deny them the job. I don't believe in that. I just think
Hairstyles as well. I know it's
Exactly.
been
Hairstyles is a big one. But coming from, I feel what you're saying though. I feel what you're saying.
Professionalism is just bullshit. I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I
But
think.
would you, like, if you're buying something from somebody and they come looking, just wow, you would. Like,
What's wild though?
Like they just like tattered clothes, like just like dirty clothes and everything like that. Like, what was the job he was trying to do in that movie?
He was trying to be a stockbroker.
Stockbroker.
Yep.
I guess you're on the phone, so it depends from the job. Is what I'm trying to say.
I get
you know
your
what I'm
point,
saying?
though.
Like how you appear, because I have a sales background. So in like a sales background, you want to be well put together. You want to look the part. You got to look good. You know what I'm saying? I feel what you're saying though. Like, it just comes from the white people's perspective of like,
what they consider professional.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, appearance is everything. I'm big on my own appearance.
Right.
Like, I love fashion. I love all of that. But I think when it gets to a point where you're literally denying people opportunities based on what they look like, that's when it becomes a problem.
Fair.
Like, I'll at least hear you out, see what you're about before
Right.
I be like, I'm not gonna talk to you at all.
So
you know?
stats, all that shit. You don't care. Big ass, like booty cheek right
Of
here.
course, like, inevitably, we're human. We're gonna
Yeah,
start thinking
you
shit like,
react.
what's wrong with this nigga? Why he look like that? But I would still, as a person with some type of empathy and understanding where people come from, I would at least hear him out.
That's where we.
You know what I mean?
Okay, you got empathy.
That's where we differ.
That's what I'm.
You have no empathy.
Maybe not.
You're a narcissist.
For sure. For sure.
That if you lack empathy, that's what
For
what
sure. I know that.
You're a narcissist.
Yes.
But why does she know that?
Because she's smart.
Damn.
How
when
are
you
you?
lack
You
empathy,
shouldn't admit to being a narcissist.
He
am.
don't care.
Um,
He embraces himself. Got to give him that.
I try and work on it every day. I don't let it. You know what I'm saying? You if you know your faults, you can try and suppress them. Is the best way as you can. I'm always trying to constantly change and fix myself.
Absolutely.
For the best. Before you can even attest. I'm a way different person from 5 years ago than I was to
Then
now.
you're not a true narcissist because narcissists can't change.
Oh well, shit.
And they can't recognize their
What
faults.
about improving narcissists? Is that a term? Or is that not a thing?
Narcissists
Well, he's not the
Recovering
same.
narcissist?
Yeah, or
I'm a
something, or
recovering narcissist.
maybe
it would be like you're improving yourself to try to make people think that you're a different person, but deep
Oh,
down,
shit.
you know you're never going to change. You're going to be who you are at the end of the day. So if that's what you're doing, then yeah, you're a true narcissist. But if you're genuinely trying to change because you care about how people feel when they're around
nigga
you,
swallow.
that's different. That's different.
She just read me.
Yeah, I'm
Nah,
scared.
Narcissism
Don't
is
do
a
me
true
next.
disorder, though.
I took a thing back in college, a psychology thing, and I took another one recently, actually too. I do have sociopathic tendencies.
And I'm here. I'm gonna leave. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
It's not
here.
a bad thing.
It's not. I mean,
So it could be. It could open a bag of worms, but it's not going to. Like, you know what I mean? It could be bad. Like,
what
I
are the
said,
sociopathic tendencies that you speak of?
shit, like narcissism. I'm very I try and be into myself because I used to have low self image. You know,
Right.
like I didn't have a great image of myself.
Habitual lying.
You were insecure.
Yeah, that basically. And now it's to a point where I'm not that. I try. Maybe it's not overcompensation. I don't think because I really feel like that I am how I am.
I genuinely do think he has improved in maybe some areas. So I don't know how that works in terms of you probably know more psychology than I do. But in terms of like him being an actual narcissist, I don't know how it works then because there is tendencies I would say I can attest to that he ain't the same from, previous periods of his life. So
I mean, I'm not a psychologist, so
I know,
don't
but you sound like you knew some shit. So I ain't really.
because I've dealt with narcissists and I've read up on it and stuff. So like, I just know that the number one thing is that they lack empathy. So I was just making a joke, but then he came around and
He's
said,
like, no, actually.
"Actually, I am." I was
No,
like,
actually,
"All right,
that is
shit."
me.
Mind you, sometimes I feel like it because it's just something. Oh no, it's weird. It's weird. Maybe I don't know fully. I always tell me I need therapy. I might need to go.
And there's
therapy.
nothing
We all
wrong
need
with that.
therapy.
Absolutely.
Shout out BetterHelp. You should sponsor us.
We all need it. Trust me, we all need it.
BetterHelp. You should sponsor us because I need some discounts.
But I don't think you would even be able to maintain a relationship. I don't know your relationship with your girlfriend, but I don't think you would even be able to maintain a relationship with a woman if you were a true narcissist.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So he got just maybe narcissistic
Tendencies,
Tendencies.
which we all
That's
have
good.
some.
That's cool. I'd rather that.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He a dickhead though.
So he's just a dickhead. All right, we can work with that. But yeah.
All right, that's psychoanalyzing me. What's
Yeah.
the next topic?
Yeah, that was a good conversation that somehow spanned out of censorship.
Right.
So
I don't know how, but
that's the podcast. But yeah, moving on. Let's talk about love languages. I guess it kind of just all ties into,
Yeah.
all this.
we talked about relationships.
Yeah, psychoanalyzing each other. But
But always on track even when we not.
yeah,
Let's take a
Exactly.
short
let's start
cut.
with you because I feel like you have some insight on this. What are your top love languages, and what are your thoughts on love languages?
Feel like you're like a touch, like a physical touch type of person.
Wow,
Why do you think that?
That's my number one love language is physical touch. That's actually really crazy that you knew that. How did you know
I'm
that?
smart.
Yeah, my number one love language is physical touch. I would say words of affirmation and physical touch are kind of hand in hand. They're not like any greater than the other, really. I don't know why they are. I just think it kind of just reaffirms me of the relationship, like knowing that you care about me if you touch me and you tell me that you care about me. It's like it just keeps me safe and knowing that like this is what it is, basically.
Okay. I'm drawing a blank. There's physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, and then what's the fourth one?
Acts of service.
Acts of service.
There's another one.
There's another. I thought there
It's
was
types.
Oh,
It's-
gifts.
gifts.
I like that one. That's more.
Which
Giving
gift giving. Yeah.
and receiving, but I like giving. It just doesn't even necessarily have to be like a physical gift. Like even though I'm just like,
Yeah, it's just
here,
all
I'll pay
types.
this for you.
Yeah,
or-
it's all types of gifts.
Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
yeah.
But I didn't know there was like
That's more so acts of service.
Boom, boom,
like
boom.
someone saying, I'm going to pay this for you.
Yeah, because you have the feeling of doing something for them.
I didn't know it was like parameters. Like you got this one, this
No,
one,
yeah.
this one. I didn't.
know that either, but I took one of the tests, so that's how I just couldn't remember the other ones. But what are yours?
Like I said, the
What was it? Acts of service or gift giving?
I guess.
Maybe tied.
You said, yeah, they're the same,
Okay.
right?
No, they're two
not
different.
the same.
Yeah, they're two different ones.
I like words of affirmation though too, for sure. I like to be known that let it be known that I'm loved. Like the I love yous and everything go a long way. And I guess like just because in my experience, when you stop getting that, that's when you have to start worrying.
Like what's happening?
You know what I'm saying?
I would argue that since they're love languages, whenever you feel like you're not getting whatever the top one is for you, that's when you like,
But I feel you, but
Yeah.
like everybody might not be in the gift giving though. I
Right.
feel like words of affirmation, like, is there really somebody out there that really loves a person, but they don't tell them that they love them?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There's people like that.
Plenty of people.
dads a lot.
They don't know how to express it.
I would say dads have a probably, if I had to indicate a specific group of people that struggle with
Daddy
that.
don't
My
say-
dad-
Your daddy don't say I love you, tease.
No, my dad do say this.
My dad shows it through gift giving, and that's not my love language.
See?
So it's kind of like, okay.
We're gonna rewind. Dad do say he love me, bitch. What's wrong with you?
Niggas, dads don't be saying I
I'm
love
just
you.
saying though, like if you watch, you know what I think of Fences, and then maybe that's why
Oh, I love that movie.
if in Fences he's like, I'm gonna tell you I love you, I provide for you. Like, nigga, do you love me? So I put a roof over your head. Do you love me? And that was his words of affirmation.
You're
was
right.
his. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking that, and I was like, that made me feel sad for bro. He's like, I just want to know. He like, I put a roof over your head. Didn't I feed you?
Right.
Yeah. I need that.
Because they do that at the shelter. Like,
I can be homeless. They gonna feed me, Dad.
Right.
Do you love me? So that, and I'm glad you pointed that out. If it's not your love language, it might
doesn't
not
mean anything.
Right? It might not feel how you need it to feel.
exactly.
So if your love language, if you have two different love languages, then like your partner, can you make it work?
Yeah, I would say yeah, but it's gonna be maybe a struggle to a certain extent because they have to be able to embrace that's what you need, even if that's not what they're used to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you have all of the love languages, or did you just a needy motherfucker if you all that shit?
You wouldn't done a lot, but I think I could be wrong. I mean, I feel like it doesn't everybody have a certain. I feel like she know all this shit. Doesn't everyone have like a certain, at least to a percentage of each one? Or
Yeah.
no?
I definitely think everyone needs everything
So,
to
yeah.
feel some type of way. Like, for example, I said gift giving is not my love language, but like if my man never give me gifts, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
what's going on, To
Facts.
some extent, but it's not something that like, that's not the only thing I need. There's some women I know who are like, that's all I need and I'm straight, you know?
Is that not shallow to a certain extent? But I mean, if it's a love
It's not shallow. It doesn't make sense in my head
right, and then
because
maybe it's just because it's not.
it's just not my love language.
Yeah.
But
So yours is you would say acts of service and gift giving,
Or
words of affirmation.
Yeah.
For me, I would say quality time. I think quality time is probably my number one. And then maybe a tie between physical touch and acts of service, but probably quality time.
oh, I forgot about that one. That was words of affirmation and quality time are probably
Words of affirmation are cool though because I mean it's not like ranked to me like as high as those ones, but I would say I need it to a certain extent, but more so quality time, being able to just spend time together and like you could be doing this, but you instead choosing to be with me. So I feel like that's probably what rank. And then physical touch shit.
Is that something?
It's not sexual. It's not
I know
always
that.
sexual.
I know that. I know, but it is, but it ain't.
It doesn't have to always
It doesn't
be.
have to be, but it could be.
Yeah.
But
So
like-
when you live with your partner, do that the quality time, ain't that always quality time?
Not
So what is that?
necessarily, I would say.
No.
Maybe I could be wrong, but I would say like if y'all just
It's not.
I would say like because you live together. Like we just sit on the couch and watch TV. Y'all could be, like it's like important to be able to do nothing with somebody. Like I wouldn't say that's quality time.
It's quality time. Quality
Like we
is the key
doing
word.
something together. We said we was gonna
Right.
do this, and we doing it.
I feel you.
So
Yeah.
I just was wondering.
so funny as
I
hell,
just
bro.
was wondering.
But I would say no, that ain't it. But in terms of the physical touch, it don't gotta be sexual. But like if I would say I'm a big like picker upper on the fact if you always touching me, but then now you not, what
Yeah,
I done
exactly.
did or what's wrong. So I guess I pick up on that the most. So
For sure.
yeah,
I just know if I like somebody, if I want to touch them.
Right.
Like if I don't touch you, then I probably don't like you.
Niggas always want to be touched. Don't fucking touch me all the time.
so that's not his.
Yeah,
As you
that's
see,
not
this
yours.
is-
I don't like to be touched or looked at.
bro.
Okay, narcissist.
For real. So yeah, that's I learned a little bit about love languages. I low key forgot gift giving was one, to be honest. But yeah, it's like you said. If
I think it's receiving gifts, not gift giving.
really. So it's
Well, I think if it's your love language, that means that's what you like to feel and get. So I assume that means you like receiving gifts.
yeah. If I had to rank them bottom
wow.
bottom half, that would probably be
That's
last.
a horrible one.
Yeah. Then acts of service is probably.
I
the
like
second
when he
last.
buy me gifts. That's it. That sounds so shallow.
That's why I said I don't like that one.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
When Shorty
people
tell me
like-
that's her favorite love, I'm like, we're not gonna make it.
That's just like, of course, everyone likes receiving gifts, but for that to be how you feel love, that's just
But I guess it is people. If it's a love language, they must have done research and know that's what people really be feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But especially with women, like there's men who are taught that is how you show love.
So that is it.
Yeah.
It is.
So that is
Especially
one.
it's the more affluent ones.
Yep.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
don't know how to
I guess
love
it does make
correctly.
sense then. You said they don't know how to love correctly. That's what it is. So it's the worst love language.
It is for sure. I think, probably.
I mean, I like receiving gifts. I don't think it's the worst.
I mean, I do, but what would be the worst one then? Like the one that probably, if you had to indicate
This
one
is
that
the
was,
most toxic.
yeah,
I would say that would be my last one.
yeah, that's what I would say too. Because like it's cool, but like I'm not gonna base that upon like
That
if
you
ain't get-
love me.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm not finna
Anybody
get
can buy
mad.
somebody
I'm not
gifts.
finna get mad.
But if you ain't never
bought
got
a
me
gift.
nothing, I keep getting you. I'm like,
Right, you don't love me.
something ain't right.
Yeah.
So I get it. Yeah.
But somebody can buy you gifts and not give a shit about you.
True. That's
how
why I think
feel.
it's like it could be toxic. Like
Yeah.
people like rappers and celebrities.
exactly.
they
If
just
you got
buy-
the money,
I just bought you this so you stop tricking.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
I'm tripping.
So-
Tricking, but you're tripping.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, that's love languages. So now on to, it kind of ties into this. First link behavior. What are some do's and don'ts, Tone? What first time linking with a shorty, you going on a date. It's Bree, so we don't get in no trouble. First time link.
Oh, you want to go there?
I'm just saying.
What did she say?
First time linking, like do's and don'ts, or like, is there anything you avoid, or like you notice that
Don't
is
fart for one.
Don't fart on the first link.
Yeah, don't
That
fart
just
on.
means I'm comfortable.
no, don't be that comfortable. I'm with him. I usually don't side with him and stuff like that, but I'm with him.
Not on the first
I
one.
never. Wow.
Ooh, that little booty stank.
What that mean? Little bro said, I ain't coming over here no more. I ain't coming over here no more.
But no, my first link things. This is I'll give y'all some sauce. All right, I'm gonna give y'all some little free game.
Oh God.
If you feel that it's going well, this is how you know it's going well. If they don't tell you like I'm going to sleep or like don't hint at you that you should leave.
Okay.
I don't leave the first link until it's hinted at me.
So you just stay all night.
This is hilarious, bro.
Wild.
You ain't asking me to leave. You ain't saying, "Oh, I gotta." You know how to lead somebody. You know how to get a motherfucker out of your face.
What you about to do?
Yeah, type
for
shit
sure,
though. But
yeah.
if that's not coming, I'm sitting. What's up?
What next movie we gonna watch?
What we doing? And we ain't even got to like, I'm not. We ain't even got like if I'm just comfortable and I'm just chilling
Yeah.
and everything. Like we finna go, but like we just gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna never force nobody to do anything
For
neither
sure.
off the first link.
Or ever.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Whatever. Yeah.
Second time. All right, now wait. Yeah, never.
Yeah, never, especially not off the first link.
Okay.
Don't force it. You funny as hell. That fucked me up. You gotta go now. You fucked me up.
Yeah, do's and don'ts.
That was rapey.
You said it, but
Yeah,
You did say
I
it.
did say it. I'm upset.
but I guess to take it and spin it, even if we're not linking at anybody's house or whatever, let's say we just going out, first date, whatever, we going out to eat, movie, whatever. I think one of the things that, I get it's the first time linking, but I get a little weirded out if you ain't talking at all. Like I get everybody be nervous, but if I gotta, so how was your day? It was good.
Can't carry a conversation.
What do you? And then people do that because they may be nervous or don't know.
Oh, it's no second link after that.
Yeah, because obviously I'm feeling like the vibe ain't there, and it's our first time interacting. So I don't know who you is. You might be a little weird, and I will say this because I've been on a first link with a girl, and she was on that, and I was like, man, let's try it a second time. And then the second time she was more talkative. So I guess people are like that, but I guess at my age now, like being 25, if you on that, we a little too old for you to be shy to the point you can't talk. Like, I guess my second one off the top of my head, don't fart because
That's a good ass one, bro. I'm telling you.
now it's awkward for everybody because you way too comfortable. We should at least have barriers that you don't do that yet.
You ain't even licked it yet. How you farting on me and you ain't licked my nuts yet?
What? Okay.
You don't think so? You at least got to get before you
But
start
farting is natural. Licking nuts is not natural.
That's natural.
It is.
That's pretty natural.
To you. To you.
Sex is a part of life. That's the real thing. But
Well, pause. Wait, getting your nuts licked is natural. Not licking nuts. Getting your nuts licked is natural. I mean,
Yeah, big pause.
Big pause.
But on another serious note, I would say, for as far as a don't, I would say only. If we are talking, only talking about yourself. I would think that'd be something I pick up on. If we first time you not even at, you just ramble. Oh, I do this and do that and that and that and. Well, you ain't ask what I do. So I think those are, I guess you probably, Tone say I'm overanalyzed a lot of shit. So I pick up on all shit like that and I ain't coming over here
I
no
feel
more.
that though. Don't talk about
They
your
don't
ex.
care about me.
Either, yeah.
That, but don't talk about your ex too. We mentioned that before. That's definitely, depending, I guess there's a,
Unless, because like.
but if you keep, oh, my ex did that or you remind me of my ex. Oh, no. Yeah. So where did you live again? Because I didn't put in my map so I could take you back home. So I think dudes, things I do like in first link behavior. I guess the opposites of those, but I don't know if I could think of anything on top of my head that's a major turn on for a first link.
You got something.
What is it?
I don't know. You got something.
You gotta have some.
That's what I'm saying. You got some.
Okay.
Don't do nothing stupid.
I ain't even said it yet.
Say it.
If it is going well, probably should have the good night kiss at least if it is going well.
Okay.
I feel like that's a big proponent of if y'all feeling each other.
Yeah.
True.
You can kiss on first date if she like you.
Yeah. But if it don't, if it ain't the vibe in there, you're like,
If you don't kiss on the first day, she don't like you.
I
That's-
low-key
So if
think
you like
that.
somebody, you always go give them a
a
kiss.
kiss
on the
is
first.
literally like nothing.
It's
Like,
nothing. And if you're already vibing,
Go
Why
out and
not?
kiss some motherfuckers. People. Yeah.
Then she don't like you.
No, I
Don't say he not kissing
Yeah,
nobody.
you can't kiss anybody.
that's true. But if
You
it's
don't-
going well,
Yeah, you shouldn't just kiss anybody. I agree.
If you, reason I say, damn, I couldn't talk. The reason I say first link behavior, if y'all already decided we going to link, and y'all already obviously didn't talk a little bit before that, and then like if it's a good date, why we can't get a little good night kiss?
Then after 3 weeks or a month, and you find out she be smoking cigarettes.
No, I'm gonna know that before the first, because cigarette smokers are gonna need one.
You can't kiss a cigarette smoker.
My mom smokes cigarettes, so
Why not?
Oh, bro.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why?
Why you doing that? Why you smoking cigs?
Okay.
You smoke cigarettes?
I don't. I have.
Oh, that's different. But you.
I mean, I was in London for 2 years.
Wow.
They be smoking fags.
That's
and shit
all they
over
smoke
there.
everywhere you go.
That's what
I
they
forgot.
call
That's
fags.
They're called fags, yeah.
My brain jumped bad for a minute. I'm like, come on, Tone. What you can't
That's
be.
all they. But no, like I'm
Censorship.
not
We just called it. We can't. Don't be on that.
Context, nigga.
Okay. What did you? Oh,
I just had something in my.
thought you was reaching for a cig.
Fucking on the first date.
The vibe is there, then you go. That's what it
not
is.
gonna lie. It does depend on the vibe.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
We all done been there? Or is that too much?
I mean, we're grown.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
I'm just saying, that's a lot of people are.
Mom, I'm sorry, but we all been there.
Mom, I'm sorry. She's right.
Mama, you know what it is.
All right.
It's not something that I think for me, if I really like you, I try not to do it on the first night because I want to continuously get to know you and see where it goes. Versus somebody I'm like, oh, it's just gonna be sex, then why not do it on the first night to get it out of the way? You know?
So it could backfire, you think, on you though? Fucking, that's why you don't do it to people you really like?
Because you're rushing into things too quickly. It's like you like them already, and then y'all have sex. It's just amplified after that, and then they could be a trash person, and now you think you really like them, though they're really trash. You know, I just think it's best to take it slow when you like somebody, for sure.
I think I agree. I see both sides for sure. I think if the vibe is right and y'all do it, and then it definitely does work out for a lot of people. But
It can, yeah, for sure.
Can't know I like you if I don't fuck you. In my personal.
You're nuts.
we have another one. Another
You
blunder.
can't.
What?
Then that
You always
means
saying some shit like that.
you've never experienced true intimacy then, because
I don't know.
I shouldn't say that with your girlfriend in the room, but I'm just saying
She looked at it like, what?
you can fall in love without having sex.
We fucked on the first
Right,
date.
that's why. But then, like,
Damn, did she say she wanted that to be said?
but that's why I say, even I
gotta pee like a.
Oh, you gotta go bathroom?
we almost done. We almost there.
I know.
Let her go bathroom, bro.
I can go. Okay.
Go ahead. Let her
I'll
go
be
to
back.
bathroom. Women not supposed to hold their bladders.
You're right.
Yeah, you're not.
I didn't know if she wanted to finish or not though.
So you don't feel me like you can't know if you like somebody until you fuck them?
Goes against my religious values, but I am a proponent of you just marrying somebody and you don't know what the sex would be like. That's steep. It's very steep. So
I agree.
I agree with you to a certain extent. Maybe not like, you can know if you like somebody, but that we gonna be together forever, I need to know what it's like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what do you mean when you say like you don't experience real intimacy if somebody was to, you said that?
I think true intimacy is beyond sex. Like it's like
True.
you can have sex with somebody and feel no intimacy at all. So I think when you genuinely connect with someone, you can do that without sex.
Like they got their fingers in your fucking brain and shit, just massaging.
If you want a visual,
yeah.
yeah, like it's just you feel something, just a true connection.
I agree. And I think also in terms of it, if you're looking at it as having sex, there is, when you do feel all that other stuff and then have sex
Oh, yeah,
as
it's
well,
different.
then that's when you get the, on Estella got her groove back when she got to crying. They was crying when they was, that's be that. So yeah, I think I agree with that though. You do have to have that experience to know if you could have longevity.
Yeah.
But in
Yeah,
terms
for
of
sure.
liking, you probably can like somebody a lot before without having sex.
Okay.
Because you like things about them that aren't necessarily physical.
Yeah,
Like-
sex is just a plus.
Right.
Yeah.
Major one, but nevertheless, a plus. So, but back to having sex on the first link, I do not think it is always detrimental. Like I said, there's a lot of people it does work out for. So I don't always think holding off, if that's how y'all feel y'all should hold off, then that's what it is. But there's definitely a lot of people, couples, who've been married and had kids and all that, and they had sex the first link. So
Yeah.
so I think.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I just gonna say I never like to go into anything with any type of like boundary. Oh, that sounds so bad.
You and Tone tripping.
No, I have boundaries, but I never like to go into anything being like I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. Like I just like to see how I feel, and it's gotten me in some trouble sometimes, like just acting off of how I feel. But like I think that's important to just be truly like vulnerable and just see how y'all like just exist. So sometimes if you feel that, y'all have sex, and if it happens, it happens. But I think how I feel is like at this stage of my life, if I really, really like somebody, I just want to see where it goes. And if we've been talking and we've been experiencing each other for a minute, and I know that I like them for sure, and then we have sex, cool. But like if I link to get to know you, and that would be like where I'd be like, okay, like let me see how I feel the next time. But if we've already been linking and like I know I like you, then why not have sex?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I would in addition to that, like I guess probably in my experience, as far as going back to first link behavior, also when there's somebody who sets too many boundaries, like they always like, oh no, I don't do that. Oh no, I can't do. Like that's like you're not even free will living. And obviously, there has to be boundaries to how you are as a person. Right. But if you got all you keep talking about all these rules you got and all these, oh I don't do that or that's against what I was like. Well, damn, what do you like? Yeah. Like what is something that you're okay with letting play out, not necessarily just in the sex aspect.
Right.
It's like anything. Like, damn, you live life. What? Just Judy ass. Just Judy ass girl. I see that. Damn, strict ass. You don't like nothing. But yeah, so first link behavior, we did isolate some key components of do's and don'ts, but in conclusion, yeah, I'm with Tone. Don't fart,
don't fart. And then what if they?
If I got to fart, I got to fart. I'm sorry.
Girl, don't be farting.
If I fuck with you, why can't I fart? Like that should be a compliment.
That's the first link.
It's a compliment.
It should be a compliment to you that I fuck
nostrils.
with you.
You don't know if it's gonna stink or not.
Who knows? Who say everybody farts stink?
I guess
could
that's
just
true.
be air.
That's a queef.
This nigga nuts, bro. I guess you're right.
You do
scientifically.
If you fuck on a
if you like a girl for real and she fart, you're not gonna give a fuck.
No, obviously at some point. But if you feel cutting up, you just farted in the first. Like I'm like, damn.
Oh, if you just letting it loose, no.
On your first link, like obviously, if you with your girl, like and y'all just live together, yeah, you go. If she don't fart at all, probably she needs to go to the hospital.
First of all, you need to set the scene because I'm thinking like if y'all at dinner and she farting, obviously that's not the place. But I'm talking about if you're at your house.
If we at the car in the car on the way,
you just poop. That's whack.
That's
she had to let it out.
No,
I'm not going to embarrass her.
We finna get off the whip, man.
Man, so they said this is a funny story. One of my mans in the chat, our group chat, he is historically known for after he didn't link with a girl, he talking about, man, I had to fart something crazy after I left her crib. Because he's holding it in the whole way because
that's so dumb. Let that shit out.
But niggas be stank. That nigga stomach. Yeah, that nigga stomach. If he didn't
first link, oh no. Something died inside of you. So
yeah. No, if I like a boy though, for real, and he fart, I mean, obviously, like anybody, my grandpa fart, anybody fart, I'm gonna be like, ew, but I'm not gonna cut you off because you fart. That's human nature.
Maybe not cut off, but I don't know. It's a thin line.
He ain't gonna text you first. You fart on the first one.
Imagine
that he ain't gonna text you back.
That might be because I don't know. I feel like obviously everybody got fart, but you couldn't wait till got the whip and I
not by you.
Door to open, the creak, and you like, yep, opportunity.
Yeah.
No,
I never heard it.
I'm a fart holder for sure. But I'm just saying.
Me too, because I feel like it's just I don't know. It's like a vibe that we probably shouldn't experience yet.
Yeah. What if on the first link, before we get off the topic, is you do a butt stuff on the first link?
What?
Butt stuff. If you fucking already and they want to do butt stuff.
If that's the vibe.
You ain't doing no butt stuff to you? No.
What? Clarify butt stuff.
You know what he mean.
But do you mean anal? Do you mean
butt stuff?
Everything.
Eating
all the butt stuff.
I mean, if that's the vibe.
I guess.
I mean, me doing it as a hell no.
I would say.
But what if that's the vibe for the nigga?
Sorry, mom. Oh my God.
Yeah, she ain't gonna believe this.
Oh, she ain't know. Your mama ain't know what type of show this was? She thought this was a family show?
Actually, my mama know what. My mom, I'm transparent
we
with
keep
my mother.
it clean,
Yeah,
but
I
we don't
too.
keep it too dirty, but we don't keep it clean, I guess. But I'm finna hit the bottle on the show because I never did that before.
As you should.
No butt stuff. so.
Cheers.
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 Cheers to butt stuff.
Okay, that's not fair. But for me, yeah,
I didn't cheers to that.
I didn't either.
Y'all drank to it though.
Yeah, on accident.
All right. I was set up.
Facts. But yeah, for me, no, not on the first link. We not at the first link.
Okay. I just had to ask
I'm not
that.
going to speak on my sex life.
You don't
It's not
got to.
classy.
You don't got to.
I'm not speaking to you. I'm gonna tell you that ain't it. So for me,
Yeah.
I just think people should do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Whatever is comfortable between you and another party.
in
Why not?
conclusion, I think what you said is if it's the vibe and that's what you and the other person.
Go ahead.
You and the other person have agreed. That's what y'all want to be on. That's the most
Then why
important
not?
factor. Yeah.
Yeah, why
It's
not?
no judgment.
Yeah. Feel the energy, man. Read the room.
Only judgment is if it's without consent.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Read the room exactly, and that's but to my point. What I first said, if she not read the room, you don't want me to lead this motherfucker, do you?
But also, some women just are not comfortable to just be like, get the fuck out of my house.
Well, better get comfy with it.
So I think it's also up to you to be like, hey, do you mind me staying here?
That's weird.
It's weird for your ass to just be sitting
I
here
hate
like
to say
nothing.
it, but I get what he's saying because it makes it like, do you want me to leave? Like if you gotta
Yeah,
say that.
yeah.
Oh,
like,
I'm quick to tell a nigga if you want me to leave, I can leave. Like, let me know what's going
that's because
on.
girls beyond that. They be like, oh, you don't want me here? You want me to come over? Yeah, if you want to. No, do you want me to?
No, for sure. Let's
Now we
say
finna
I
do-
would love for you to be in my presence. I
see?
love you so
Look,
much. Please.
look. But I have learned in my
Fuck you
experience.
shaking your
Thank
head
you.
for? We over there.
Exactly. I love-
We live together, nigga.
She's talking about it in hindsight.
Yeah.
But even when y'all live together, please come home. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Period. Words of affirmation.
That's not his.
That is one of mine.
Oh, well, there you go.
I ain't the same. That's
I've just learned in my
how I be saying.
experience.
If I come home, I love you.
Look,
No, you come home because you want to sleep, nigga.
My granny stayed right here.
no,
You don't want to sleep with your granny.
I got a room. Yeah, I used to stay here. I used to stay here. I got my own room.
You
still.
got a whole backup plan.
I got a whole bed.
I don't think you can say because you come home you love her. It's deeper than that.
To me, if I come home, I love you.
Okay.
It's a lot of places I could go. Not
My
fe-
God.
So if he don't come home, he don't love you.
family wise, I got a mama, I got an auntie,
Cut.
I got a granny.
Okay. Yeah, the curveball that in my experience, I just learned it is simpler. Even if you think you are saying it's just simpler to be like, yeah, I want you to come over. So you just don't avoid the whole
Yeah,
argument.
you
Yeah.
do gotta do that.
We just not gonna argue about if I should have just said yes, I want you to come over.
But if you think about it, people who say, sure, if you want to, like, it takes more effort to say sure if you want to than to
Yeah.
just say yeah.
But I will say there is people
So
I
if a
know.
nigga just said, okay, yeah, you wouldn't be mad if you said you want me to come over, just like YEA. You wouldn't be mad at that.
No, I'll be all right, bet I'm coming.
You just say yeah.
That's it.
But they say if you saying sure, if you want to. Oh, you purposely.
That's more effort than just saying yeah. Like, you just did the most.
I see it. That's why I said I just avoid the whole
I see
argument.
it, but it's
Because at this
wild.
point, I might as well just, if I don't, just say no. So
Yeah.
I get
Yeah,
it.
if you don't want me to come, just say no.
Fair. Yeah, man. That's our first link behavior. So you know what time it is now. It is time for the burger of the week.
Yeah.
Burger of the week. I don't know if we explained it to you, but this is we just indicate somebody did some lame shit this week and
Like donkey of the day.
donkey today almost. But it's not that. It's burger of the week because we're not them. They ain't us. So
Yeah. Go ahead.
You need like a sound effect.
we working on that. Stay tuned. Shh.
Oh, sorry.
Tell nobody.
Sorry.
But yeah, my burger of the week, man. Honestly, I had one, but it's not my burger of the week anymore. Do you have one?
Who was it?
No, because they're not my burger of the week no more. So I don't want to say they're a burger. Let me think.
Mine's gonna be Takashi.
Oh,
Welcome back, you rainbow hair bitch. Leave this nigga Dirk alone, bro.
he's on that.
Leave Von alone. If you don't know, 6ix9ine and Nelk Boys affiliate Steve will do it. They cornered little Dirk. They call him Perkio.
I saw him, yeah.
Yeah, they said that they cornered. So the whole story was they're saying that Perkio knew what was finna go on. So they put a was pressing him. It was a bunch of niggas pressing him and everything. And then they put a jacket on him with Von on the back, with King Von on the back. Put it on Durkio, and then was like Perkio. That's it. Yeah, Perkio. And was like, y'all not gonna slide, like type shit. He's like, Dirk ain't gonna slide, but your brother repping your, you repping your mans or whatever. He was lacking and all that shit. And Perkio looked like he ain't know nothing that was gonna happen. So this is the thing. They were trying to say like, bro, you took the money and everything. Like we were paid, we paid you for this, whoop, whoop, whoop. Perkio was paid to do the content. He didn't know that Tekashi and them was finna come out the cuts and everything like that with the fake or with the Von thing that's gonna come on there disrespecting the dead.
Right. He knew that Tekashi was there, but he didn't know
they was gonna be doing
on.
that. He didn't, and I don't think Steve knew to the full extent.
No,
either. I think Tekashi just curated in that rat ass shit that he be doing. He just manipulated the scenario perfectly to how he wanted it to be,
right,
to where it could get the most exposure.
Yeah,
because he wanted to be relevant so bad again.
Right. I would say the only error in that, I agree, that's a good quality burger of the week. The only thing I think people should realize, if Tekashi's involved in anything you doing, it's gonna be some bullshit. Like, it ain't nothing he do is just not to be on bullshit. So I think if Perkio, I don't know how old he is. He probably a young kid.
He looked like a young guy. I was hearing him talk. Yeah, and he not even from the United States.
Right? Yeah, he's not. So,
where's he from?
It's not Jamaican or
he got some type of
but it's
accent.
broken. His English not that great.
It's actually nuts that somebody can just look like somebody and get famous off of that. Like
fake Drake, fake Perkio.
But people been doing that forever. They done had MJ impersonators and Elvis impersonators forever. So this shit definitely has been like a career lane. It's just more accentuated now.
Tupac too.
Yep.
It's different because those people are dead.
Yeah,
right.
I feel
like versus
these
somebody
people
who's
still alive. I never thought about that like that.
That's so weird.
No, I think Perkio he obviously in the future he'll learn from this, and don't even put yourself in a position, money wise or not, because now you in some shit with people who really on that. So don't even involve yourself. But yeah, that's a wild situation. So my burger of the week is Terry Crews.
They did.
So he
he
actually, a couple years ago during the George Floyd protest, he was a big proponent in black people we got to make sure we're holding ourselves accountable before all this and all this.
He looked like one of them.
And he is.
He looked like a coon.
So now,
big ass coon.
Yeah. And this week he actually went on, I forget what show it was, but he went on and apologized for it. He was like, I should have had a different perspective on this. I should have took the time to realize it wasn't about what we were doing wrong. I should have just been behind my people. And my reason for him being the burger of the week is that money drying up, ain't it? You thought you didn't need the black dollar, ain't it? But you did. So I think it's just always the timing of you realize your mistakes too late, but now you see you ain't getting the contracts that you was because you was famous from black production. Like The Longest Yard and Malibu's Most Wanted, where you had to portray a black gangster. No, buddy, you got to be the black dude that's white now.
You got to be a coon now.
That's your role, because you can't be with us no more.
You got to be real life Terry.
You gotta be Terry, and you gotta be Buddy off White Chicks. That's who you gotta be. So, I don't really feel bad for you because it's a little too late. So,
I gotta. Before we sign off, I do got a bone to pick with the internet, kind of.
The whole internet.
Cause Bud Light Becky, that's what I'm gonna call her.
Oh,
little Bud Light Becky, little white girl was rapping
you didn't see her?
the little baby.
She was.
Oh yes, yeah.
She was rapping, doing her little thing or whatever. Internet then went up and I don't know if it was real.
It's so
was it real? I seen a fake one though. I seen a fake one. So they
fake tweet.
Yeah.
Oh, she was dead. She
That
dead. I
was her
said
real
that.
tweet.
No, I
She
know,
really
but
said that.
they had a fake one too. I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
the real one, but they did have a fake
They
one.
said like y'all
before.
niggas tripping.
Yeah, they went up.
That was fake.
They went up. Yeah, that one. Yeah. That. I was like, come on now, y'all.
Too late because you really said it. So.
But
It was like yesterday. They put
she wasn't doing nothing. Nobody. She just was rapping. Now y'all mad to look.
She wanted to become a whole that was gonna be her like that one white dude on TikTok who be singing.
He be doing it. Why don't
He don't got no
It
nigga
doesn't-
tweets.
Did they look up nigga tweets though? That's my thing. Did they only look up nigga tweets because it was a white girl?
Yes, absolutely. Because if you're trying to
Shouldn't have had none.
capitalize off of black rappers
Shouldn't have had
singing their
none.
fucking songs, why are you saying nigga?
And the tweet was so
That's
dumb.
hilarious.
I seen a dead bobcat on the road, so I walked up and poked that little nigga. You did not have to even
You
say
didn't
that.
say it.
Why didn't you just say you poked the bobcat? Bobcat.
No, for real.
If
You wanted to say nigga that bad.
Yeah, she did.
So
that just was I was just like, damn, why? Because I seen it a few times and I was like, oh, she was rapping that shit. Like, all right, cool.
But it's
And
you know
then
how
I saw-
many black women post themselves rapping
I know.
word bar for bar?
I know. No, I feel what you're saying. I'm just saying like
That's just annoying.
I'm just saying like for the fact.
Fucking
That shit was funny to me because I was like, oh damn, they done dug up.
she knew that was coming because she got her to like, what songs y'all want me to do next?
Exactly.
So now this is your lane.
So my whole thing is
Now
like,
you rapping?
it's niggas.
Now
is
you
we-
rapping everybody else
We
shit.
doing that as niggas? Because I want to start doing that. I'm just going to start typing in people names and looking up nigga tweets. White people names looking up
There's-
nigga
there's-
We
tweets.
about to get famous off of black people? Yeah, I
I ain't
need to
gonna
know if
say
you're
it.
racist.
There's somebody from this area
Yeah, that's
that
crazy.
they
Black Twitter on a
somebody that went to
background check.
Tone High School that they done did that when she so
I
it
remember
happens.
that. She was in blackface. She wore blackface though.
Right.
Yo, what up? What up?
Well, that's episode 15 of season 3. Thank you, Miss Tanasia, for joining us. It has been a pleasure to have you with us on this episode.
Of course.
Yes, man.
It's been a classic, a lot of fun, but
we gonna talk to you about replacing this nigga right here.
Oh yeah, I would love to be.
Yeah.
I would
buy
love
me
to
out.
replace you.
Yeah.
Y'all can buy me out.
No.
I got you a
No,
bottle
nothing.
of Prosecco.
Gonna need a lot more of them. A lot more of them. And some
Snoop wine.
and some stocks, some bonds, some sureties. But anyways, man,
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure for sure. Episode 15, season 3. We shall catch you next time, brother.
Peace out.
Dropping every Friday, lighting blood in me, so these bars real spicy. These lights in my face got my hair real light. Big boys in the city, so you wanna be like me. TVR boys, this ain't JR.